Have you ever felt like the world is moving faster than ever, that days, months, even years seem to blur by? One moment it's January, and in the blink of an eye, December arrives. This isn't just a passing feeling, many believe it's part of a deeper shift in our reality. Our ancestors experienced time in cycles, in harmony with nature, but today, we feel time rushing forward as if we're racing towards something unknown. What if I told you this acceleration has a spiritual purpose, a hidden meaning tied to our own evolution? Join me, and we'll uncover the mystical reason behind why time feels like it's speeding up, and how you can align yourself with this cosmic change. Are you ready to explore? Did you like this introduction, or would you like any adjustments? There is a pervasive feeling, almost like a quiet whisper, that time is slipping through our fingers faster than ever before. Days merge into weeks, months blink by, and entire years seem to dissolve in the blink of an eye. It's a sensation that transcends cultures and generations, evoking a shared curiosity about our collective experience of time's quickening pace. But what if this is more than mere perception? Some believe this phenomenon reflects not just a shift in our perception but an evolution of consciousness itself, urging us to reconsider how we relate to time on our spiritual journey. For many, this accelerating tempo feels like an invitation to go deeper within, exploring the soul's connection to the universal flow of time. Imagine, for instance, that this sensation is akin to a river's current picking up speed, nudging us toward an inner transformation. Just as water finds its way over rocks and around bends, we're being invited to adapt, to flow more freely with life's transitions and find purpose amid this cosmic shift. Could it be that this quickening is guiding us toward a state of higher awareness, prompting us to release outdated patterns and embrace new frequencies? This notion of accelerated time brings with it an unspoken invitation to connect more mindfully with each moment. Instead of chasing after the next milestone, what if we viewed each day as an opportunity to engage with the present, discovering an intimacy with the now that grounds us even as time speeds forward? Ancient wisdom suggests that time is less a straight line and more a series of overlapping cycles, each rhythm holding meaning and purpose. Tuning into these rhythms might be the key to navigating life with peace and clarity, even in times that feel rushed. As we observe the quickened pace of our lives, there's a growing awareness of divine timing at play. Those who align with this flow often report a deeper sense of harmony, as though they're riding the waves of life rather than being pulled along by an unseen tide. It's a state that calls us to trust in the wisdom of the universe, to believe that every moment unfolds exactly as it should. Consider how this acceptance could change the way you experience time, inviting more synchronicity and serendipity into your daily life. This shift toward accelerated time perception also reflects humanity's collective ascension, a process where our awareness expands to recognize the interconnectedness of all things. In spiritual ascension, time ceases to be merely sequential, transforming into a multidimensional experience where past, present, and future intermingle. This expanded consciousness allows us to access the flow state more easily, to transcend linearity, and to understand our role in the universe in a way that surpasses traditional constructs of time. And so, the quickened sense of time urges each of us to be more than passive observers. Instead, we are called to live intentionally, to be present in each moment, and to explore our personal relationship with the unseen cycles of existence. The perception of time's acceleration may seem overwhelming, but what if it's the universe's way of inviting us to awaken? To begin viewing our journey not as a hurried race but as a sacred dance with time itself? And perhaps, hidden within this shift, lies a truth about time we have yet to discover. Ancient civilizations perceived time as a series of cycles rather than a linear path. They viewed life through the lens of recurring rhythms, much like the rising and setting of the sun or the turning of the seasons. For cultures such as the Mayans and Egyptians, time was not simply an endless march forward, it was a sacred continuum, a flow that carried purpose and renewal. They recognized the harmony of natural cycles and structured their lives in sync with this cosmic dance, finding spiritual meaning in the ever-turning wheel of time. Consider the Mayans, whose intricate calendars reflect a profound connection to temporal cycles. For them, time was a spiritual construct, a vast and complex rhythm that aligned with celestial events, guiding everything from daily rituals to predictions of cosmic events. The Mayan calendar, especially the long count, represented vast epochs that allowed them to see life as part of an eternal, cyclical progression. This vision fostered a deep respect for each moment, urging individuals to find unity with the universe's timing, rather than rushing ahead. Their lives were an expression of mindfulness, anchored by a reverence for the cyclical nature of existence. The Egyptians, too, shared this reverence for time as cyclical. They believed in Maat, the principle of cosmic order, which held that the universe remained in harmony through the observance of certain spiritual and ritual practices. Their understanding of time was tied to Maat, which they honored through daily rituals, believing it sustained the fabric of existence itself. Every act, every ceremony reinforced the continuity of life, reminding them of their place within the cosmic order. They believed that through these cycles, the divine and mortal worlds could connect, forming a bridge between humanity and the eternal. This cyclical understanding shaped their spiritual practices and their very sense of purpose. Just as nature's cycles of birth, growth, death, and renewal played out in the world around them, the ancients believed these same cycles guided human lives. This gave them a sense of belonging to a greater, divine order, and in honoring these patterns, they experienced life as an extension of the universe's endless pulse. This perspective on time as a renewing force offered them resilience, a sacred acceptance of life's ebb and flow, and a way to find peace even in times of change or loss. Imagine living each day with this awareness that life's events come not by chance, but in alignment with a larger rhythm, a cycle that offers its own wisdom and timing. This deep connection to time's natural flow led ancient societies to align their lives with the cosmos, achieving a balance that we often seek today. Could it be that in embracing a cyclical view of time, we too can find a steadiness that transcends our busy lives? Have you ever felt lost, disconnected from who you truly are? I created 3 transformative ebooks to help you reconnect with your true essence. Click the link in the pinned comment and start your transformation now. The transition from a cyclical to a linear perception of time marked a profound shift in human consciousness. With the advent of the mechanical clock in medieval Europe, the organic rhythm of time gave way to measured hours, minutes, and seconds. Time became something to track and quantify, aligning daily life with the mechanical tick of the clock rather than the timeless cycles of nature. This shift brought not only new ways of living but also transformed how we saw ourselves in relation to the cosmos, distancing humanity from the sacred rhythms that once guided our spiritual and communal lives. Imagine a world where the day is no longer governed by the sun's journey across the sky but by the precise ticking of gears. In this new world, productivity and efficiency became guiding principles, and society began to emphasize progress and linear growth over harmony with natural cycles. The clock became a powerful symbol, measuring our existence and subtly urging us forward. With it, life began to feel less like a sacred journey and more like a race, a relentless push toward goals and milestones, where each moment was counted, tracked, and measured against standards of success. This transformation influenced not only personal lives but also shaped entire societies. As hours became commodities, time itself was seen as something to be managed, optimized, even dominated. This approach paved the way for remarkable advancements in industry, science, and commerce, yet it also brought new forms of stress and anxiety, as people became disconnected from nature's rhythms. Many found themselves yearning for a slower, more harmonious existence, one that didn't demand constant acceleration. This disconnection can still be felt today, as we balance the demands of modern life with a deeper, intuitive desire to reconnect with something timeless. This linear view of time further influenced our perception of life and death, replacing the sense of endless renewal with a fixed beginning and end. Goals became paramount, as each life stage was a step toward some future accomplishment, often overshadowing the importance of simply being present. Instead of seeing each phase of life as a return to the sacred cycles of growth, decay, and rebirth, we began to see them as a race against the clock, each person feeling compelled to make the most of every passing moment, often at the expense of inner peace. Yet, this linear mindset does not erase our innate connection to cyclical time, rather, it overlays it with a new perspective, creating an often tense duality within us. For some, this tension sparks a spiritual quest, a yearning to reclaim the wisdom of cyclicity in unity with nature's flow. They seek to reconnect with the ancient understanding that life moves in patterns, that time is not a commodity but a gift, a rhythm that nurtures us, guiding our journeys. And so, as we recognize the costs of viewing time strictly as linear, we are invited to explore an alternative, a vision of time that embraces both progress and return, growth and reflection. Could it be that within this tension lies the key to a balanced life? Next, we delve into the concept of spiritual ascension and the way it reshapes our understanding of time, revealing it as multidimensional and filled with new possibilities. As one deepens on the path of spiritual ascension, time begins to take on a new form, no longer confined to past, present, and future as separate and linear but unfolding as a multidimensional experience. For those undergoing ascension, time can feel more fluid, like a river with currents flowing in every direction. Past, present, and future are woven together, accessible in moments of deep awareness. This shift toward multidimensional time is both an awakening and a reorientation, inviting us to experience reality beyond the limitations of a purely linear framework. Imagine for a moment that each of us exists across multiple dimensions, each life moment flowing not in sequence but in a harmonious resonance with every other. In this expanded consciousness, time is no longer a boundary, it becomes a continuum where insights from one life stage may inform another, where wisdom flows freely across what we once considered to be rigid borders of past and future. This experience of time reflects an inner transformation, a new understanding that transcends ordinary perception, suggesting that time is, perhaps, a mirror of our own spiritual growth. Those experiencing multidimensional time often describe moments of déjà vu, where an encounter or insight feels mysteriously familiar, as if it has already happened or is about to. These moments hint at an expanded awareness, one that recognizes our lives as interwoven with energies beyond the present. Spiritual teachings suggest that in higher states of consciousness, our souls can access these dimensions, retrieving insights from past lives, future aspirations, and parallel existences. Each moment thus becomes rich with meaning, inviting us to step beyond conventional time and embrace a universe where all is connected and unfolding together. In this state, time serves as a bridge to higher understanding, opening doors to experiences that traditional linear thinking might dismiss. Spiritual ascension encourages us to look beyond the surface of reality, to recognize that time may not be a straight path but rather a web connecting every being, thought, and action. As we ascend, we become more attuned to this web, sensing that all of life's moments, every joy, every lesson, every connection, are resonating with a purpose that transcends mere chronology. It is an invitation to trust in the wisdom of each experience, knowing it fits perfectly into a grander, timeless design. As we embrace multidimensional time, we begin to release fears tied to running out of time. In its place grows a peaceful understanding of divine timing, a sacred trust that everything happens as it should, according to a cosmic order beyond our control. This trust invites us to live in harmony with the universe's rhythms, to allow our lives to unfold with a sense of grace rather than urgency. Through ascension, time becomes less about achieving and more about being, finding joy and wisdom in each experience, no matter how brief or long. And so, as we awaken to the multidimensional nature of time, we open ourselves to a vast spiritual journey where every moment pulses with divine energy, where we are connected not only to each other but to a continuum that transcends all limitations. What if this awakening to multidimensional time is just the beginning? Could there be ways to tap into these expanded states even more deeply, allowing us to enter a state where time itself feels as though it bends to our higher consciousness? There are moments when time seems to slip away, expanding and contracting as if under a mysterious influence. This experience, often referred to as the flow state, is one of deep immersion in the present moment. In this state, people report a sense of timelessness. Minutes may feel like hours, or hours like minutes, as awareness focuses entirely on the task at hand. Flow allows a temporary transcendence of linear time, granting a taste of the boundless, multidimensional nature of existence. It's a glimpse into how time might feel when viewed through the lens of heightened awareness and spiritual presence. The flow state occurs when one is so aligned with their actions, thoughts, and intentions that there is no separation between self and experience. Artists, athletes, and meditators often reach this state effortlessly, describing it as a feeling of being one with what they are doing. Within this unity, time stretches or condenses, creating a unique awareness that breaks away from routine perceptions. Some might say that in flow, we're tapping into the timeless, accessing a space where the soul feels free to fully express its potential without the limitations of time's constraints. In this state, our usual mental chatter fades into the background, and the ego quiets, allowing pure focus and joy to emerge. Flow can feel like riding a wave where every action is effortless and perfectly timed, guided by an intuitive sense of rightness. This altered perception of time is similar to the ancient experience of living cyclically rather than linearly. In flow, one moves with the rhythm of life, trusting an inner guidance that replaces the need to measure and control. Here, mindfulness and immersion merge, revealing the beauty of each unfolding moment. The experience of flow offers more than just heightened performance, it reveals a sacred alignment with the present moment, a portal to the essence of what it means to be fully alive. By entering flow, we engage with life in a way that reflects the wisdom of spiritual teachings, an invitation to let go of resistance and surrender to the natural rhythm of existence. When one is in flow, time becomes not an obstacle but a harmonious element in the larger symphony of being. Imagine how this alignment, if cultivated regularly, could shift one's entire relationship with time. For those seeking spiritual growth, the flow state is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace and presence. Practices such as meditation, breathwork, and mindful movement can help us access this state, inviting us to connect with life's inherent rhythm. By regularly creating space for flow, we deepen our understanding of time as more than a linear progression. Instead, it becomes a dynamic, flexible experience that responds to our level of consciousness. This shift can bring profound peace, as we learn to dance with time rather than race against it. And so, flow shows us a new way of experiencing life, a way that honors the sacredness of each moment and reminds us of our connection to the larger, timeless whole. But what if this flow, this alignment with time, is part of a larger cosmic plan? In the intricate weave of existence, there's an idea that everything unfolds according to a grand, cosmic blueprint, a principle known as divine timing. This concept suggests that each event, each encounter, is meticulously placed, like stars in the night sky, to create a meaningful pattern. Divine timing invites us to trust that our lives are part of a greater design, that each experience arrives when we are ready for it, guided by forces that surpass our understanding. It's a humbling and freeing concept, one that allows us to release the pressure of constant striving and to rest in the belief that there is a purpose behind the timing of every moment. For those who open themselves to divine timing, life begins to reveal a deeper harmony. Imagine, for instance, that your life is a vast, intricate clock, with each event ticking into place precisely when it needs to. In this perspective, setbacks are no longer failures, but lessons preparing you for something greater. The universe has a unique way of aligning people, circumstances, and opportunities in perfect timing, nudging us toward our growth and evolution. Divine timing reminds us that when we release control and surrender to the flow, we often find ourselves exactly where we need to be. This trust in divine timing requires patience, a willingness to wait and watch life's events unfold without forcing outcomes. It's a practice of faith, a deep-seated belief that all things serve a purpose, even the delays, the pauses, the detours. This approach transforms our lives, shifting us from a mindset of scarcity and urgency to one of openness and abundance. When we embrace divine timing, we begin to notice the subtle synchronicities, those mysterious moments when life seems to offer exactly what we need, as though the universe itself is speaking directly to us. Divine timing also teaches us to cherish the present, to find meaning in both the peaks and valleys of life. It encourages us to trust that every experience, no matter how challenging or unexpected, is a stepping stone towards something beyond our immediate understanding. Think of a moment when a delay led to a chance encounter or a missed opportunity opened doors to something even greater. These are the universe's reminders that life's timing is often wiser than our own, nudging us to let go and trust the unfolding of our journey. In aligning with divine timing, many discover a newfound sense of peace. The need to control outcomes fades, replaced by an appreciation for life's natural rhythm. This acceptance brings with it a quiet joy, as we learn to see each moment as a gift, precisely placed within our path for a reason. When we live in tune with divine timing, life becomes less about rushing to the next milestone and more about savoring the unfolding story, knowing each chapter is leading us to our highest potential. Could it be that by surrendering to divine timing, we align more closely with our true purpose? Perhaps this is the very lesson we are here to learn, to trust in a timing far greater than our own, one that harmonizes with the rhythm of the universe. And as we embrace this cosmic plan, what might happen if we pair it with intentional practices to center ourselves in the present? In a world that constantly pulls us toward what's next, mindfulness and meditation offer a sacred return to the present, a practice of reconnecting with the here and now. These spiritual practices are not merely tools for relaxation, they are gateways to a deeper understanding of time and our place within it. By quieting the mind and becoming fully present, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life, tapping into a timeless state where clarity and inner peace arise naturally. In mindfulness, we learn to inhabit each moment with awareness, fostering a connection that transcends daily distractions and resonates with our inner spirit. Imagine beginning each day with a moment of meditation, a breath that anchors you into the essence of now. This simple act has the power to transform not only the day but your entire perception of time. In the stillness, thoughts may settle, allowing the subtle whispers of intuition and wisdom to come forward. Meditation teaches us that time is not an external pressure but an internal experience, one that can be molded by our attention and presence. Each breath becomes a reminder that time, at its core, is boundless, and within that boundlessness, we find an invitation to truly live. Mindfulness, in particular, brings our awareness back to the body, the breath, and the senses, grounding us amidst life's fast-paced demands. When practiced regularly, mindfulness sharpens our ability to notice the details often overlooked, a gentle breeze, the sound of rustling leaves, the warmth of the sun on our skin. These moments may seem small, but in reality, they are portals to the divine, reminders that life's beauty is present in every heartbeat. Through mindfulness, we reclaim our agency over time, no longer racing against it but moving harmoniously with it, creating a deep, restorative connection to ourselves and the universe. Spiritual practices like these also reveal the power of intention. When we meditate or engage in mindfulness, we actively choose to cultivate peace, clarity, and alignment. This intention not only benefits our well-being but aligns us with the energies of divine timing, inviting synchronicity and flow into our lives. By grounding ourselves in the present, we become attuned to the subtle rhythms of the universe, making space for guidance, insights, and a sense of purpose to arise effortlessly. Each meditation, each mindful breath becomes a step in a sacred dance with time itself. Engaging in mindfulness and meditation is also an act of self-love, a commitment to nurturing the spirit and listening to the soul's quiet voice. These practices offer us a refuge from external pressures, a moment to remember our true nature beyond the rush and noise. By honoring this need for inner stillness, we strengthen our connection to our own wisdom and resilience, empowering us to move through life with grace. It is through these quiet moments that we prepare ourselves for the spiritual journey ahead, fortified and open to life's unfolding mysteries. And so, as we cultivate mindfulness and meditation, we find ourselves more centered, more aware, and more receptive to life's natural timing. What other mysteries might this practice reveal about our connection to the universe? How might this heightened awareness deepen our understanding of ourselves as part of something far greater? Unity consciousness brings a profound transformation to how we experience time and our place within it. In this expanded state of awareness, the distinctions between self and other, past and future, begin to blur, revealing a timeless continuum where all things are interwoven. Time is no longer seen as a series of separate events but as a fluid, interconnected whole, a reminder that each of us is part of an intricate web of existence. In this elevated state, moments are not isolated fragments, rather, each one is a ripple in an ocean, where every thought, intention, and action resonates and reverberates through the fabric of reality. In this realm of unity consciousness, one's awareness extends beyond the limitations of individual experience, offering an inner knowing that the present moment is a reflection of all that ever was and all that will be. Life becomes a sacred experience of communion with the universe, a chance to see oneself not as a separate entity but as part of an eternal, seamless dance of energy. This awareness cultivates a deep sense of compassion, urging us to live with kindness and integrity, knowing that each choice we make touches the collective whole. For those who reach this understanding, time becomes a harmonious element rather than a constraint, gently guiding rather than pressuring. It encourages the realization that every moment is infused with purpose, inviting us to engage fully and mindfully, no matter how mundane or monumental it may seem. The sense of unity brings with it a peace beyond description, a quiet joy in knowing that one is connected to all that exists, a vital thread in the grand tapestry of life. By embracing unity consciousness, we remember that our individual journeys are intricately linked to a universal rhythm, one that transcends personal milestones and achievements. It invites us to honor each moment, each interaction, as part of a larger cosmic design, a design that operates in harmony with a wisdom far greater than our own. Living with this awareness transforms daily life into a sacred practice, one that reflects the truth of our interconnectedness and the timeless nature of our being. Unity consciousness, then, is both a destination and a way of being, a return to the essence of life itself. It calls us to live with open hearts, grounded in compassion, and fully present in each moment. By aligning with this state, we embrace a profound truth, that time, like love and consciousness, is boundless, and through it, we are eternally connected to one another, to the universe, and to the divine source of all creation. As you've learned, our perception of time isn't just a coincidence, it's a call from the universe to awaken, to align with the rhythm of a greater cosmic flow. So, how will you embrace this change? For the next week, try to slow down and fully experience each moment, noticing how time feels when you're truly present. Comment below with your reflections or any shifts you feel, share what you discover. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. There's so much more to uncover about how universal forces shape our reality. Are you ready to keep exploring this journey together? Did you like this conclusion, or would you like any adjustments? If time seems to be accelerating, there's something else urging us to slow down, the simple, powerful act of breathing. Imagine if each breath could connect you to the universe's hidden wisdom, revealing secrets that are right there, just waiting for you to notice. In our next video, we'll explore how conscious breathing can open gateways to clarity, peace, and a deeper understanding of life itself. From techniques that calm your mind to the sacred flow of inhaling and exhaling, you'll discover the true power of breathing with intention. Curious? Get ready to see what unfolds when you breathe in tune with the universe.